It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hi there. Good morning to you on Tuesday. Glad you're with us, and hope your Monday was okay, because that's all. I think that's all we need out of a Monday, is that it be okay, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Decent.
Yeah,
you know,
decent Monday, and we move past it.
Decent will do.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get a look at the news. A gunfight broke out yesterday afternoon in broad daylight, no less, here in Springfield. Police say several people were shooting at each other around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This was in a parking lot at the corner of Kearney and Franklin Streets. No word yet on what led up to it or any specific injuries.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
A gunfight in the middle of the day in Springfield.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We now know the identities of two people who were found dead inside their home this weekend in Springfield. This was on Sunday afternoon. Police were called to a house to do a well-being check. They found two people inside deceased. We now know that they were 84 and 85 years old, Charles and Donella Buckner. Deputies were there after a call about going to check on them, just a well-being. And now they are trying to figure out how they died. And we should know more soon and very soon.
Well,
really wild.
Governor Kehoe has denied clemency to the man who murdered a state trooper. Lance Shockley is scheduled to be executed today, about 6 o'clock today, in the PM, for fatally shooting Missouri State Highway Patrol Sergeant Carl Graham in 2005. Shockley was found guilty of targeting and ambushing Graham and shooting him 3 times with a rifle because Graham was leading an investigation into a fatal car crash in which Shockley was the main suspect. Shockley was sentenced to death by a judge in 2009, and the sentence was upheld several times, including by the Missouri Supreme Court. Well, if you're driving around Springfield, you know there's a lot of road construction still going on as we move into the fall season. The CC overpass in Ozark is a big one right there by Lambert's. It goes over 65. The eastbound lanes there are closed and will be for about another 3 weeks. They're putting in an extra turn lane there. So that is a big inconvenience for the people who live in that area. They know their way around it, but if you forget, oh man, you forget that it happens, and you got to figure out a different way late in the game. But it'll be good once it's all fixed and in place. And then Interstate 44, the work there continues. It's best to avoid both of those if you can. Interstate 44, it's especially problematic in the overnight hours. So if you have to be driving late at night, super late at night, or very early in the morning, Interstate 44 through Springfield, where they're widening it to 6 lanes between Glenstone and West Bypass, is best to avoid because it's closed down to just a couple lanes.
Okay. Also, the renewed Jordan Creek project has some traffic impacts too in downtown Springfield. Starting on Monday, so a week from yesterday, Campbell Avenue will partially reopen to drivers between Water and Mill Streets after being closed for the last 6 months while they are daylighting the water, which is going to be fantastic eventually. But for now, initially, as Campbell reopens, it's initially going to be just 1 lane for a couple of more months so that they can work on the sidewalks nearby. And then once Campbell reopens all the way, Boonville Avenue will then close to through traffic between Water Street and just north of Mill Street for about 8 months.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I got to drive by that area and saw where they're daylighting Jordan Creek, and it kind of looks cool. They got a bridge done over it now, and I don't know, it's going to be neat. I'm looking forward to it, but it is
I am too. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it reminds me of like San Antonio or something, and I know it's not nearly as big as the Riverwalk, but like it's the idea of like being able to walk along water and have cool things around it. So
open space. Yeah.
All right. Access to Springfield's police department headquarters and the health department is also a little tricky getting in there, especially if you're coming from Chestnut Expressway. It is closed off of Chestnut until tomorrow. This includes the parking lot west of the police department. That's also closed right now for roof work. So during the closure, there will be temporary ADA accessible parking spaces and visitor parking north of the health department.
Okay. I don't know if you saw this, but former manager of the Springfield Cardinals and the St. Louis Cardinals is retiring from baseball managing. Mike Schilt is now currently with the San Diego Padres, but is planning to hang it up soon. He's only 57 years old, but he says that the grind of the baseball season has taken a severe toll on him mentally, physically, and emotionally. Schilt was 183 and 141 over the season and led San Diego to 2 postseason appearances during his time there. Schilt was also, of course, the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals 2018 through 2021 and the Springfield Cardinals before that.
Yeah. I remember his name. I mean, I know you follow baseball a lot more closely, but I do remember the guy's name. I hate that he's retiring so young. I think it's because of the quote that he had about the toll that it has taken. That part makes me sad.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a long stretch of games, and the pressure is immense.
Yeah.
You could be fired at any moment. You never know how it's going to go. So it is a lot.
I mean, the same, I suppose, is true of college coaches, right?
Yeah, of course. And
is it way more so for MLB?
It's just a longer season. It's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a really long season. But I mean, it's pressure everywhere when you're at high levels. And the way the college situation has just changed over the last few years with you don't know, you have zero idea what your team is going to look like next year.
Yeah.
Illinois was in the Sweet 16 a couple of years ago, and I'm an Illinois fan, so I was paying attention. Illinois in the Sweet 16, they're playing that day. Later that evening, they're playing a game. And because the portal is open, the way that they do it now, Brad Underwood had to be on the phone trying to get recruits for next year while his team was playing in the Sweet 16 that day. It's just kind of a mess right now.
Yeah.
You couldn't even focus on this team this year.
The here and the now. Yeah.
Because you got to worry about next year. You're going to get behind if everybody else is doing it who's out of the tournament. It's crazy. Okay, now to football. Well, and basketball. We've already transitioned to basketball. University of Arkansas is ready to move past the football season because it has not been a good year for the Hogs when it comes to football. They do have a lot to look forward to on the hardwood, though, and that's where this story comes from. The Razorbacks are now ranked number 14 in the Associated Press preseason basketball poll. That's good. That'll breathe some life into Razorbacks Nation because they're struggling during football season. They are expecting a really good year when it comes to basketball. The Missouri Tigers, by the way, in that poll are in the others receiving votes category. So that's pretty good, top 30 or so. The Big Ten's Purdue is ranked number 1 in the country in the Associated Press's preseason basketball poll. And basketball starts up super soon, just a week or two. And it's like 5 months long now, the college basketball season. It's crazy.
All right. Couple things I want to mention, events, if you will. Yesterday evening, there was a ribbon cutting at the new Table restaurant. It's called The Table, a new restaurant, which I think this is what people will remember. It is in the old silo near the old flour mill and adjoining silo on North Prospect Avenue.
Right.
It's kind of on the edge of downtown Springfield. We actually know the two ladies. They are sisters who are going in on that restaurant venture. And they had the official ribbon cutting yesterday evening there, and they will be opening soon and very soon. They are really allowing people to come take a tour of the new space and, welcoming everyone into what will be a really, really cool thing.
I'm excited to see what they've done with it because they're really talented at decorating and organizing and doing all the things that they do. So I'm looking forward to seeing it and eating there, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. Okay. And then finally there is something coming up on Saturday that I felt worth mentioning, because if you want to get in, you need to get it on your calendar from Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Health Guardian Imaging, they're going to be doing fall screenings. So these are free health screenings, essentially, that you can just show up for. And it is ultrasounds, blood pressure checks, and other health screenings that could be very helpful for a person to do early detection and all sorts of things. So that is online under Health Guardian Imaging. I am looking at their Facebook page, but I can just tell you that it is happening on Bradford Parkway at Fremont. So it's not just health screenings. If you want to bring the kids out, they're having a petting zoo and inflatables, like fun stuff for the kids to do. But it's important work there from Health Guardian Screening. So there you go.
Okay. Very good.
All right. That's it. That's all we got for now. Don't forget that we still have our contest going on for Chiefs tickets, all thanks to Sigwo Arms. And that is this week. Our giveaway is 2 tickets to watch the Chiefs at Arrowhead versus the Colts, happening on November 23rd, the ball game.
Yep. Check it out, aroundtheozarks.com. And Sarah mentioned a couple of events. There are lots more on our events calendar, also at aroundtheozarks.com or on the free Around the Ozarks app.
Awesome. All right. Anything else? I think that's it, right? We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. It is going to be a nice one in the Ozarks. We have temperatures this morning starting out in the low 60s for many. So it's not too cold yet. You might not even want a jacket with temperatures in the low 60s to start. The real difference in the forecast today is that we've got the sunshine back in the forecast. Yesterday, we had those low clouds. It was kind of dreary around parts of the Ozarks with some showers on the radar. Today, it's sunny skies, and we will see our temperatures jump up as a result of that. I have a high temperature in Springfield of 83 degrees today. That is above average, and we are really going to remain above average for the rest of the work week forecast. Not hard to warm up into the 80s when you start out in the 60s. These overnight lows have been very mild, and that allows us to warm into the 80s very easily with a little bit of sunshine. Also today, we have a southeast breeze. It's not too strong. Expect it to be out there at about 5 miles an hour, though. So overall, it will be a pleasant day, but kind of toasty in the peak of the afternoon when temperatures will likely be making it to the middle 80s. There is a frontal boundary draped across central Missouri. We're not going to feel the effects of that, though, this week. I have above average temperatures in the forecast every single day through Friday. And then we may experience a pattern change as we head closer to the weekend. It's not until the weekend that I'm expecting our next best chance for rain, as well as a cool down and maybe a shift to more fall-like weather arriving here in the Ozarks. Won't be so hot at the pumpkin patch maybe this upcoming weekend. We have dry weather that's forecasted through the rest of the work week forecast. And then this weekend, that's the next best chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. At this point, I do see the opportunity for scattered rain and storms both Saturday and Sunday, but a dry stretch until the weekend gets here. So if you have something that you're really wanting to get done outdoors, an outdoor project maybe, take advantage of the next several days because we are going to see temperatures above average and a mix of sun and clouds each and every day. As I mentioned, I think rain chances hold off until the weekend, and that's also when we see our cooler weather arrive, with highs likely falling back into the low 70s by the time we get to the weekend forecast. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, it's still this wet weather and kind of just turbulent weather happening for much of the East Coast. A nor'easter continues to batter the East Coast, bringing gusty winds and dangerous rip currents. That's in the national news headlines. We also are continuing to see excessive rainfall and flash flooding happening for much of the Southwest. Videos from coming out of Colorado yesterday, portions of southwestern Colorado, seeing some extreme rainfall and flooding problems because of the remnants of what was Hurricane Priscilla. Tropical remnants still causing some rainfall issues there. So there's flooding headlines for the southwestern portion of the country. Also, across the country, many of us are experiencing some above average warmth, contributing to the above normal temperatures that we're seeing for the Midwest and much of the northern tier of the country. Here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. We've been having some spooky questions for you. So here's one for you. In Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula, what substance is not traditionally used to ward off vampires? And the options that I gave you were A, garlic, B, holy water, C, a crucifix, or D, silver. Which one not used to ward off vampires? The answer is D, silver. Now, this is all from the novel Dracula. Silver not used in that novel. Congrats if D was your answer. Here's the next question that I'll have for you. Also a vampire question. In the TV series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, what is the name of Buffy's vampire love interest who has a soul? Do you think it is A, Spike, B, Angel, C, Drusilla, or D, Darla? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. It's going to be a great day in the Ozarks, so I hope you have a chance to get outside, enjoy it, take a little walk. It will be kind of toasty in the afternoon with a high temperature of 83 degrees. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubbaum Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again tomorrow morning.